I'd like to address the following: authentic community engagement, governance and due diligence, and living into the town values. Those who are opposed to a creekside alignment for the Greenway are not against greenways. And we are not a small number of loud individuals, but rather we are being demeaned by a few social media influencers who restate misinformation as if it is based in fact because it fits their narrative and goals. Despite a public process with good intentions, the process was anecdotal at best. It was not a representative sample of the 16,000 members who live in this community, and you could actually see that from what was presented and how the breakdowns showed up. I know that you have received over 100 letters that are 2-to-1 in opposition to a greenway alignment along Bowling Creek, and that too is anecdotal. I'm sorry to be in a position to say that I feel like the council has ignored science, but is willing to spend taxpayer money on outside expensive consultants before doing the basic in-house research that is irresponsible. And we saw that from the technical review, that in-house research is very limited and there are a lot of unanswered questions. The council's actions on this matter has managed to be a force for division rather than creating community by building consensus. You recently received letters from Tom Coors, president of Friends of Bowling Creek, and Representative Pricey Harrison, challenging the efficacy of a creekside alignment, as well as presentations from reputable stream ecologists and naturalists about the harm that this will have. Engineers have raised the most basic questions that should be understood, but this information was not shared and was not part of a public process for the community to even make an informed decision about what alignment would be best. Those supporting the destruction of the natural area in Bowland Forest have even managed to take over the local Sierra Club and extract an endorsement for a concrete road along the creek. This was truly a small group of an executive committee of which only one member actually lives in Carrboro. The vote was in opposition to the members of the committee who did not see that the Sierra Club should intervene between the elected officials and its residents. John Muir, I believe, would have voted with the minority. The insistence on destroying the riparian buffer is a conquest and colonizer point of view. Our country is built on the theft of land, resources, and stolen labor. The abuse of resources to support a small group that can only be defined as privileged is not surprising, but certainly disappointing in a town that likes to be positioned as progressive. The planet would be in better shape today if we learned to live with the environment rather than conquer and extract from it. The vote taken tonight, if it is to favor a route that will destroy the natural area along Bowling Creek, will be done by a lame duck council that will not be responsible for the fallout of this project. This council was elected by about 3,000 people of the 16,000 registered voters in Carrboro and should bring some humility to the decisions being made that will impact future generations.
Thank you,
I
Diane.
hope the council will consider that their aspirations to make decisions based on equity and addressing the climate crisis should be measured at the highest level, and a vote for this project does not meet the mark.